Monday Night Football on EA Sports. Carson Wentz and the San Francisco 49ers taking on Drew Lock and the Buffalo Bills.
We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the San Francisco 49ers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at these 49ers as they interplay here. They come off a disappointment last time out that put an end to their modest 3-game win streak. Meanwhile, for the visiting Bills, they come in off the very... The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. On the return, it's Ted Ginn Jr. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
First and 10.
So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they'll be led out by their quarterback in his 5th season now, the former number 2 overall pick, Carson Wentz.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. A look at the numbers a week ago for Lindsey. 11 carries, 75 yards.
I was so glad you asked for a couple of offensive linemen to talk to before the game because they told us that in last week's contest, everything was clicking. Didn't matter whether they were doing gap scheme, zone scheme, power, whatever it was working, and they expect more of the same in this game, although they're prepared for some adjustments by the defense they expect to see.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
First down.
They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it's going to yield a new set of downs. On first and 10, here's Wentz. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. Powers through.
Drew Lock, sack. A fumble on the play.
Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
And Jeffrey's got it. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
10 at the 33-yard line.
Here's Wentz to throw. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
2nd and 10.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Got a man. It's Brashad Perriman.
Wentz's pass.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Niners 3, Bills nothing.
No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback in his 2nd season out of Missouri, Drew Lock.
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Lock. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground.
And this is
from the gun on 3rd down, Lock. And he finds McLaurin. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. The numbers for him from a week ago. 9 catches, 74 yards.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 29-yard line.
And the Bills.
Again, they'll throw with Lock. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Throwing again. Lock. He'll set up the screen to Drake. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 14. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13.
Smith on the tackle.
The tackle goes to Harrison Smith.
Brings up 2nd and
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
no gain on the play. brings up 2nd and 10. At the 20.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wentz. This one into the hands of Burton. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 2.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and...
They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long, pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
After the turnover, here's Locke. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
Tackle made.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Gain of 9 yards. And this.
They'll run with Drake. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there.
Kenyon Drake on the carry.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make them.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's complete. They're going to get the first. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Ball carrier. Sam Hubbard on the tackle. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd.
Now Wentz. He's got Burton here. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
A gain of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
At their own 43-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down is Locke. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. Running, it's Drake. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. The Bills on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
A gain of 7. 1st down, Buffalo.
On 1st down, Locke. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 22-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Bills 1st down.
On 1st down, Drake. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
The tackle made by Kareem Jackson. A 6-yard pickup.
From the gun, it's Drake. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Locke. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. 4th down now as San Fran's defense is strong in coverage. Seibert able to knock this one through. And the Bills are going to tie the game at 3.
3-3.
So they get the 3 points, but they've now had 3 trips into the red zone, and that's all they've come away with.
And in the NFL, the way they measure red zone efficiency and success, did you score touchdowns on those drives? That's first and foremost. Getting points, that's the second measurement. So by that measure, they haven't done very well. They've got to figure that out.
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, Kai just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills ready to take over. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early, so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
Well, they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside. They can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. On 2nd down, it's Drake. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd.
Locke working out of the gun. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hawkinson. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Drake. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Bobby Wagner, the NFL's leading tackler in 2019, there on the stop.
It's 2nd and 8.
On 2nd down now. It's Drake. Now Drake loses the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Big Eddie Goldman there on the tackle.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wentz throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
On the screen, this is Coleman. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
The Bills going to take over again on offense. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
Yeah, difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Block off of play action. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. J.J. Watt in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Now, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Another try after the first down sack. Lock. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. On 3rd and long, it's Locke. Slings this deep from McLaurin, and he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. 2nd and 7 from the 20.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll run here with Lindsey. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
That's good for a 49ers.
Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards there on the catch and run. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 48-yard line.
48-yard line.
They'll try the draw, Lindsey. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
Down by Trey Flowers. No gain on the play.
Throwing on 2nd down. Wentz caught right side. It's Jeffrey. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And he is going to have a Niners 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Working from the gun, Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Akeem Hicks make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. It's caught at the 10.
That's good.
Give him 32 on the play.
1st down.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. That's complete right around the 8. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
6-yard line.
From the gun, it's Wentz. This will be caught at about the 6. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. Again, it's Wentz. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Rashad Perriman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. And it is up.
The kick is good.
And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now.
10. Bills 3.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. To return it, Darius Phillips. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something? Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Rosas now to add the PAT. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. On the return, Phillips. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Darius Phillips on the loose. And he will score.
Touchdown, Buffalo.
I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Austin Seibert on for the extra point. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10. And quite a bit of razzle-dazzle and electricity on that return. It goes for 97 yards. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. He'll drop this down to Coleman. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Now it's Lindsey. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get our tour started out at Venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. And that one is still scoreless as they play in the second quarter. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In our game, it's been Carson Wentz with a strong first half. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. A chance for us to look now at this 49ers defense. And a big reason they have the lead right now, as we see on the screen, their 3 turnovers.
And how about the emotion now that the defensive team is generating for the entire team? Creating the turnovers, what they call takeaways, and turning those into points for their team. That's why they have the lead, and that's got to be exciting for those guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. On the give, this is Drake.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
On first down, Wentz underneath to the tight end, Burton. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Now a carry for Lindsey. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Number 30, Philip Lindsay, the ball carrier. He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A 3-yard pickup.
On second and 7, Wentz. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham.
Wentz is passed.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Brings up third down.
On third down, here's Lindsey. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
This is brought in at the 21. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The last couple of drives have ended in punts. Maybe the crowd minds that, but you're a defensive guy. You're okay with a couple of punt drives.
Listen, I'm the guy that loves a 0-0 pitch game. All right, in baseball, I can handle that going into the 7th inning. I think the crowd, though, they want to see a little bit more excitement. Let's see if someone can break something free on offense and get going.
Offense at a premium the last 2 drives. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. First and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Lindsey, and this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
The ball carrier.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
He was covered by Stephon Gilmore.
Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Eddie Goldman able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Like how they started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. On the move to his, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. 3rd and 1, they opt to pass it, and the one thing happened that could not happen. They took a sack.
Yeah, I just wonder, is that an indictment of their offensive line? Did they think that they couldn't move them enough to pick up a first down there? Or was it analytics? Did they think about it that way? In any event, they'll be studying that in the future.
It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They'll start with the option. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out.
The pass. Fumble on the play. Recovered by the offense.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
They stay on the ground with Drake, and he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
A gain of 3 on the play. First down, Buffalo.
Now a handoff for Drake. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Tackle made at the 36-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And this.
Locke going to try and throw on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. But the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Take over.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
30-yard line.
They begin the drive with Coleman. And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
Kevin Coleman, the ball carrier.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll run. It's Lindsey. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. Another run by Lindsey. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
46-yard line.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
No, bottled up fumble. It's out. It's loose. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, it's Locke. And the Niners get there and bring him down. J.J. Watt has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Bills 10.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Another try after the first down sack. Locke, and he'll go underneath here to Drake. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
8 yards on the pickup. And this.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Locke, no escape from Locke, and he'll go down. Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down, you bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2.
At their own 16-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 17-yard line.
Throwing now is Wentz. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Coleman.
Complete.
It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Wentz now to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or 2. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring...
And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags, and I believe this is going to be a 1st down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
The throw complete here to Williams. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Niners' 44-yard line.
To throw it is Locke. Oh, no, he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Recovered by the...
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. Here's Carson Wentz now with the rest of his offensive unit heading onto the field. And the passing game, I mean, look at the numbers. It's fallen off. When a team is struggling, sometimes you look at the quarterback. When the quarterback starts to struggle, who goes over and picks him up?
Yeah, that's always a big one, isn't it? Usually, there's a quarterback whisperer somewhere. And what I mean by that is, whether it's an assistant coach, whether it's one of his best friends on the team, someone that can get in his ear, get with him and say, all right, well, man, what do you need? What's going on here? So he's one person he can lean on. He's going to have to lean on that guy right now.
Wentz now on 1st down. And that's incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Wentz. He finds Beckham complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any
and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Philip Lindsay with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Sometimes a group that gets overlooked, certainly, the offensive line. Right there, they really helped with that score.
Didn't they tell us in our meeting that when we score touchdowns running the ball, that means the offensive line actually scored first by moving people back beyond the end zone? We saw evidence of that on that play.
Roses to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was capped off by a Philip Lindsay touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Roses on to kick it away. On the return, Phillips. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own 20.
The defense of San Francisco marching back onto the field now. And they forced the fumble last time. Now 4 turnovers for this defense. They've been darn good.
It's become a feeding frenzy, hasn't it? I mean, almost like the sharks. They descend upon their prey. That's what they've done this entire game. 4 takeaways, they preach it, and today they're living it.
Well, when you have that many, you probably think, all right, well, we'll just get another one now, right?
That's how it works. Everyone feels like, if I didn't get one, I'm doing something wrong.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 12 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 12.
Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lock. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A gain of 5. First down, Bills.
Again, they'll throw with Locke. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
A gain of 13. It's a first down.
13 yards.
Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early. The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Locke looks to throw it again. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Again, it's Locke. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 15.
Now Locke again. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
It's now fourth.
Lock gonna go on fourth down. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on fourth down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. So they really needed points here in a two-score game. Could not come away with anything there on fourth.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
30, Philip Lindsay, the ball carrier. Willie Gay on the tackle. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up third down.
They'll try and get it with Geis. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
First down.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Bills' 40.
On second down, a run with Lindsay. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
He's brought down by
the tackle is made by Micah Hyde.
Gain on the play.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. On play action, Wentz. Caught left side, it's Beckham. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Niner. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Now a run with Geis. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Lindsay. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll go again with Lindsay. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think.
Defense.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Game in hand, the offense takes the knee. Back at the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Lindsay. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Philip Lindsay, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
And his kick is right through. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it was capped off by a Phillip Lindsay touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. On the return, Phillips. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Bills take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brandon Graham racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams.
Launch pass.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Overtime here out west, and you got a team from the Eastern time zone. Maybe their body clock's a little thrown off, or is that overhyped?
I don't think it's overhyped, and I think that for most teams, you're hoping that your mind overrules your body, because your body's looking for slippers and bedtime clothes, right? They're looking for the pajamas. But in this case, you've got to stay with it mentally. And what a lot of teams do, they never change their watches. They always say on East Coast time and just go ahead that way to try and defeat any of the effects of moving to the West.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.